Hi. Hi. How are you? I'm trying to plug in my computer here. It's not working out so well for me. It's just that the cord is so long and the space that I have doesn't work like that. Let's see if I can do this. Good morning. Sunday fun day, y'all. Sunday fun day. Okay, that's good enough. It's a mess, but it's good enough. Okay. Good morning, guys. Hi. I'm trying to get everything situated so we can get some jams. Get some jams. Hey, good morning. I'm not doing them paid readings. I do these every Sunday for free. So we're just gonna do, why can't I think? Readings by element. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, hey, Jennifer. My cat just puked in the bed. It just sounds like some shit my cats would do, honestly. Drives me absolutely nuts. Set your clocks forward. Mine are automatically, like, set. Like, I'm paying attention to my, like, cell phone in the morning. So they do that automatically. Thankfully, because I would never remember. But thank God. I've been waiting. So. Alright. Still in Pisces season. Still in Pisces season. How have you guys been doing? How's it going? Especially those of you who do not have mutable signs in your chart in, like, your top 3. How are you guys doing? Yeah, right there. That's precisely the point. Yep. It's Pisces is just a hard placement. Like, any of them are difficult to have when you don't have a lot of it, when you're not, like, used to that water energy. It can be really, really difficult. Oh, okay. It was like, sign in. I was like, no. Guys, we're gonna do some lo-fi instead of some, like, Hertz music, because I just want to vibe today. Oh, yeah. That's the thing. It's definitely, yeah, the microwave is a problem, for sure. But I usually try to pay attention. It's like, it'll be, like, later on in the day, like, I'll look at my phone, and then I'll look at the microwave and be like, why doesn't this match? And then I'm like, oh, right. Get me out of Pisces season. Yeah, seriously. Oh my God, guys, look, Brittany has graced us with her presence. Hi, how are you? I'm so happy you're here. Imagine being Pisces, Sun, Virgo, Moon, Scorpio. I always look at Virgo as a very watery placement, actually, of all the earth signs, because, I mean, it is mutable, but also the fact that it's very closely related to Pisces, in my personal opinion, because it's the natural 7th. It's the natural opposite of Pisces. So it can also be incredibly watery. It's the mothery version of the, like, Pisces. It's been interesting. Oh, there's Amber. Hey! Wow, all my people joined at the same time. Hi, Mom. Hi, Shay. I'm so excited. All right, guys, so let's play some jams. And like I said, it's still Pisces season, so we're going to start with all the water signs, as per usual. You know what's really funny is I feel like I don't have a deck that I want to use really bad for water signs, and it's such a bummer. Thank you for the hearts. The Virgo rising. Yeah, that does make sense. Sometimes the opposite, like, it can either work for you or against you. Just depending. But just the earth element in itself for Virgo, you guys probably don't want water. Depends. Okay, here are the gems. What I really want to use for water signs is, a deck that I don't have, which is, like, such a bummer. I ordered it, but I don't know when it's gonna come in. And I'm so bummed about it. I was looking for the email to see if it came in yet, because I'll go get it immediately today if it did come in. Oh, it hasn't come in. Oh, it's so lame. Virgo rising, my boy. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, in those cases, it's a little bit maybe different of a relationship in that case, if it's your best friend versus, like, a partner or whatever. I do kind of like the combo of Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, but Pisces and Taurus is where I feel like those two together closely, that's where I feel like I might have an issue. Because I feel like can be very, like, I don't know, like opposing, because Pisces is so kind of like, you know, giving, and Taurus can be giving, but they're more so like helpful to an extent. And at the end of the day, it's like, I gotta do what's best for me. So it's kind of opposing in that sense. I would be curious to know if you felt that way as well. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So my deck has not come in yet. I'm pretty sad about it. I'm not gonna fucking lie. But I'm gonna go ahead and start anyway. There's like never lyrics in these, but you know the one time that I use it, there are lyrics in it, which I think is just like stupid. I can't do the words when I'm like trying to do readings. Let's see if I can find another one. Oh, we could try this one. I think this is 528. This is 528 hertz. We'll try this one. The struggle's real. All right. So, I have my water. Oh yeah, my coffee. Let me grab my coffee. Hold on, I forgot. Okay, done. Okay, yay! All right, you guys, so you know the drill. If you don't know the drill, then we're gonna do these by element. So we're doing them by water signs first, considering that we are in Pisces season. Pisces is a water sign. All my Pisces babies that I'm very much so biased about, and I love you guys so much. So this will be Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. We are going to list off a couple of placements that you can check, just for those of you who don't know. Might as well, right? So, your birthday's tomorrow? Oh my god, happy birthday! That's so fantastic! Happy birthday! I love you too! For Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, what we're going to be doing is your rising is your most important, and I don't care what anyone says, you can fight me on it. Your rising is your most important to watch. You have rising, watch your sun, watch your moon, of course, because those are also going to be, you know, very much so important. But I think your rising sign personally is going to be where you're going to find the most accurate reading. That's just my opinion. You're welcome. Furthering, you know, from that, you can do check Venus, which will be love. It'll also be money. So if you're looking for money, prosperity, what's going on with your finances, always Venus as well. And then Jupiter sometimes can also intertwine with money, luck, abundance, opportunities, ways that you can expand, and, you know, new opportunities coming your way, right? The other things that you can check also would be your North Node. This is your life path. It's the place that you're going. It's, you know, what you need to do to get the most out of basically your reincarnation here, right? What you need to check in that paperwork and get a job well done written on your paper. You know what I'm saying? Rising always resonates more. I know, I did a little like poll in my Instagram and a lot of you guys said it depends. And I was like, that's fair, that's fair. Good morning. Also checking the ruler of your 7th house. If you guys don't know, I think a lot of you do know, but if you don't know what the ruler of your 7th house is, or you don't know any of this stuff, then go ahead. There's a link in my bio. There's 2 websites you can use to get your natal chart. Totally free. You don't gotta do anything. Go get your natal chart, because if you don't know all those things, you're gonna have a hard time with these readings not knowing what the fuck is going on. Okay? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, welcome Leo energy. That's funny. I was gonna wear my Leo bracelet that I made today, even though I'm not a Leo, but morning Tina. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so go get your natal chart, and then you want to select whole sign house system. It's going to be in the extended settings. It's just easier to read that way, personally. I mean, do whatever you want, but for me, even as someone knowing as much as I do, I still struggle sometimes putting all the pieces together. Whole sign is much easier. It just really simplifies it. And then you're going to see what sign is on the outskirt of your 7th house, because 7th house is where you're going to find your relationships. Okay, so there's a quick little overview of everything for you. Like I said, there's 2 links in my bio to go check out if you want to go get your natal chart, okay? For the rest of you, we're going to get into it. Now, I just had to figure out what I want to use. I have this very, like... The deck that I wanted to use, I'm really upset about it because I do not have it yet. Lindsay, hi! I do not have it yet. It's very bothersome to me, but it's the Kim Kranz archetype deck. That's what I wanted, because I really feel like, and I'm waiting for fucking Barnes and Noble to like hit your girl up because she ordered it for me. I was like, yes. But I really wanted to use that deck because I feel like there's something specific for, you know, more so, of course, Pisces than anything, because Pisces season, but for water signs in general, what I really feel like is there's some sort of female archetype or feminine archetype that needs to be brought to the surface and talked about. So I don't know which one it is. I can read off a couple of them and kind of see which one resonates and which one does not. But I feel like we have to talk about the female archetypes. So this is where we're going to start for water signs, and then I'll pull some cards for you guys. So there is the Maiden, Mother, Wild Woman, and Crone. So, I mean, we can see where that leaves us here. There are more than that. There's a bunch more than that. You could also tie it into the Queen, the Huntress, the Sage, Mystic, the Lover, whatever. But I feel like we're going to focus on the 4 feminine archetypes, these 4 core archetypes here. I want to find a website that actually thoroughly explains them each here. I believe that they do stem from Carl Jung. Let's see what this website says. Okay, wait. Okay. The Maiden. That's what, as I was reading it, I just heard that one and I was like, okay, let's go back and let's go look at that one. So it may be for a couple of you, maybe for a lot of you, I don't know, we're going to find out, but that's coming to me, so that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, let's read this little blurb. The Maiden archetype, also known as the damsel in distress, is one of the most famous stock characters, represented by a young, powerless female character in need of rescuing, usually by a male hero. Now this is in literature, but you get the point. The Maiden character both creates conflict, moving the plot along, and represents the hero's desires and motivations. naive, free-spirited, and untainted by the world. She represents innocence, among other things. Trying to find another one. This website apparently called the Moon School, very interesting. It says the maiden, also known as the virgin archetype, is the energy that women embody during the pre-ovulation or follicular phase of your cycle. Perhaps one of the most well-known female archetypes, young, flirty, innocent, and just stepping into her womanhood. So there's definitely this sense of like innocence, hold on. That's also an animal. Good thing I have my computer, huh? What is... It's, I can't think of the word for this. Not like a full deer. Not like a grown deer. Like an adult, but like baby one. Like that's a lot of what I think I'm seeing. There's like a couple of them. Was like a group of them? It's not just one. There's like a group of them. Like they're all chilling. Is it a doe or a fawn maybe? Okay. Okay. Okay, so that came through. So let's look up that real quick. There we go. Okay, yeah, this is it. Yeah, for sure. So there's 3 or 4 of them in like a group. So this may be something that, you know, a group of friends or something like that, soul family that you have around you, but there's a lot of that. And I feel like what it is it's taking these animals are, this is a weird one. These animals seem to be opportunities like taking shape for you. So you're like maybe alchemizing or manifesting, but you are literally like, this is materializing. So your opportunities in some way, shape, or form are materializing into this 3D world. They're, oh man, hold on a second. Wait, whoa, hold on. Amber will know. If you guys watched my Pisces YouTube reading months ago, the one that I've been talking about nonstop, back in October, I did a reading for Pisces specifically, where those things that were coming to manifest in your reality and materialize here in 3D form, they kept saying that it was going to take, oh, I have chills. They kept saying it was going to take a while to get here. So the pace at which you can do that in 5D or higher is obviously quicker, it materializes faster, but here it takes a while. So to be patient for those things to show up. Excuse me. So when I say that these animals that they're showing me are your opportunities materializing in this world, then I really do feel like that's a reference to that video. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend, if you do have Pisces in your chart, to go check that out. So that's what I feel like in relation is like, because it feels like it's new and that, you know, innocent, the maiden, it's untainted, if you will, you know what I mean? This website that came up says, fawns symbolize the innocence and purity of youth. They remind us to be protective of and gentle with those who are younger and to respect their process to grow and evolve on their own terms. Where's that one website I like? Oh, over here. It does feel really fitting. I wish I had that deck. That could have come in really handy right now, but... So it says, in general, the deer symbolism is often assigned to not be too hard on yourself. In other words, you must calm the voice of the self-critic. What are you doing? And treat yourself with gentleness and understanding. Cat is just like losing his fucking shit. Thus, the deer meeting prompts you to be yourself and continue along your path. Moreover, seek out your inner treasures and use them generously to help those around you. It's very Piscean. The spirit animal also teaches that you must trust that kindness and graciousness will be well received. It's a reminder that we cannot push towards change in others. Instead, we gently nudge them in the right direction with love and understanding. Therefore, the deer meeting prompts us to lead by doing and showing the way. Stop. That's outrageous. Oh my god. This cat. Hellbent on fucking shit up. The messenger of serenity can see between shadows and hear unsaid words. Thus, the deer symbolism teaches us to maintain our innocence and gentleness so that we can share our open-heartedness with others. They touch the hearts and minds of the wounded beings in their lives. Oh, very Piscean. Folks with a spirit animal have a propensity to see new innocence and freshness in life everywhere. They also invariably feel the lure of new adventures. They often have a link to the arts, especially poetry and music. Keen observers and can see well in low light. They're also very compassionate, gentle, and loving people. Folks with deer totem have nobility of purpose and a pure-heartedness that reflects Buddhist teachings. They also radiate peacefulness that generates a feeling of being safe. Therefore, these people form deep friendships and are truly beloved by all. I love that. Oh my god, don't get me started, Mom. It's just Felix is like being a jerk right now. You're so rude. All right. So that's, kind of the place that we're at right now. I'm going to leave that there so we can actually, pull some cards. I'll probably have to yell at the cat some more. But, yeah, I do really feel like water signs. This is very Piscean, so that might be just for Pisces placements. But the rest of the water signs, I would check out, the female archetypes. Hopefully when I get that deck, then I can do another one, just for water signs maybe, and use that and kind of, see what comes out. But there's a very innocent energy there with the fawn. Specifically, it's feminine, clearly, okay? So that might be something to keep in mind, too. Pisces Sun, Venus, and Mars. Listen, I don't know if it's the fact that I have a Pisces rising, but something about Pisces Venus people I love. Can't tell if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I always gravitate towards them. And I think it's just the love of all things deep and spiritual and those very strong connections. Pisces, no matter what the placement is, always have usually an affinity for the arts and music as well. Alright, here we go. Okay, wait, one more. Okay, for the rest of water signs. No. That was rude. If they come out again, they'll come out again. Let's see what they are. Oh, yikes. Oh, no. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna keep these. Fuck. Damn it. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna keep these. I feel like you guys are really hung up over someone being just a total asshole. You got Two of Cups reversed. That fell out. Pisces. Wait, Saturn and Pisces, 7th house. Oh, huh. You're gonna learn a lot of your lessons through relationships. Two of Cups reversed. 5 of Pentacles. Ouch. Someone, whomever, romantic or otherwise, you're dealing with a lot from this person. Energy's fluid. Could have already happened, could be happening now, could be happening in the future, okay? This is a lot of bullshit from one fucking person. This is this relationship does nothing but take from me. I'm not getting anything out of it. It's not reciprocal. If anything, I'm worse off for being around this person. And I feel like because you guys are so, especially Pisces placements, because you guys are so giving, and there's a lot of connection here to the fawn or to those female archetypes, especially if you resonate like more with the maiden female archetype. Real for real. That's a lot of innocent energy, and a part of me almost feels like that's really weird. A part of me feels like that's what's drawing whomever is in your life into you, because that energy is, you know, damsel in distress. It's so sweet, and it's gentle, and it's innocent, and I feel like this feels almost like manipulative in a way, and maybe you don't know that it's happening, but that's the way it feels like to me, is that's how, you know, they're drawn to you because of that. Maybe you're drawn to the other person because, again, the maiden, especially in literature, is talked about as having a male like hero, someone that comes in and saves them. So they might view you, especially if you're the feminine here, as someone who needs saving, who needs help, who needs guidance, who whatever. They're gonna come in and save you. It's like the ultimate like masculine counterpart. And instead, I think you know, were like, wow, this actually sucks. Like, this actually is so terrible, and instead of you being that person to like save me, sometimes Pisces placements have a savior complex. You either want to be saved or you want to save someone else. Those Pisces placements, this could definitely be the case. Doesn't matter, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but there is an essence of someone thinking that they're going to help you, or implying that they're going to help you, to at least reciprocate and be a good partner, and they're not a good person that adds value to your life. Instead, we're talking about Five of Pentacles, which is not good. This is like you going in to the relationship or friendship in one way, which might have been like this, and then you leaving like this, which is not good. Oh yes, Virgo rising, that's right. Okay, save me please. Yeah, that feels definitely like you went in great, you know, you went in like this is good, and maybe there was a lot of love there was a lot of passion or romance or whatever, and instead left you absolutely with what felt like nothing afterwards. Like, I feel the sense of being like tattered and torn emotionally after this. And it might have also been like you didn't think that this person was either gonna treat you the way that they did, or maybe it's that, oh my god, the cats are literally just wrestling and screaming. All right. It could be that you didn't think they were going to treat you the way that they did within the relationship, or it could have been that you thought it was one thing, it turned out to be something different, kind of in like a sudden like turn of events, and then you were like, wow, and then they left, you know what I mean? So like it could be one of those, but that's kind of what I'm getting more so than anything. It's either they draw you in and then they leave you high and dry type of vibe, or you guys are drawn to each other, you get into the relationship, and then you're like, that's not what I wanted at all. Okay? No, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you have no air in your chart, it's just you gotta do whatever, like, helps to balance that. So whichever way you can add more of that element in, maybe if you ever feel unbalanced, do that, but I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing at all. It may mean that you're much more emotional, or you're much more impulsive as opposed to, like, logical, maybe, but every house, though, is also ruled by, you know, look at my cursor here. Every house is also ruled by a different sign, so follow that as well. If you have a Virgo rising, then your Virgo is your first house, which means Libra is going to be your second house, which is actually not bad, because technically, by default, the second house should be ruled by Venus, and Venus is, Libra, Taurus. So, I mean, it depends on how you look at your chart. I would have to see your whole chart. But anyways, Earth and Water, yes. You have Judgment, and then you also have the Hermit in reverse. So, whatever this is, not good. Don't like it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge fan of this. Judgment is liberation, though. So that I do like. But try not to fall so much into like a savior type of vibe, complex, whatever, because sometimes the Hermit in reverse, that's Virgo energy actually, sometimes the Hermit in reverse can be that you're looking externally to find closure, to find whatever it is that you need, So having that in reverse for me can sometimes be really rough, because I feel like you were handed something really nice with Judgment. This is like, hey, we're handing you an out. Like, we're going to get you out of that relationship. We're going to get you away from that person. We're going to get you out of that situation. This coming is just like freedom, liberation, like unchain yourself, you know, take off the shackles. There's a lot of freedom within the Judgment card. And it's also a little bit of sense of whatever, you know, seeds you've sown, you reap that. So having the Hermit following that says to me that like you were out of that place or out of that period of your life, and Spirit's like, no, don't go back. Like, don't look at them for the answers. Don't look at your external circumstances, you know, don't look at what other people have done, or don't look at, well, if this didn't happen, then maybe XYZ would have worked out. Like, Spirit's like, I don't want you to look at all of this other stuff floating around you, because that's not the point. The point is that we freed you. We want you to be happy now, because now you're not there. So this is kind of like a little bit of gratitude and appreciation for the period that you're in. So instead of looking back to be like, what about this? What about that? Or what about this? You know, this person screwed me over. They treated me like this or whatever. Spirit's like, hey, keep moving. Keep moving, keep going. Look within to find your answers. You're going to get the answers that you need, especially any water signs. You guys are very much so, you know, in tune with Spirit. Sorry about that noise. In tune with Spirit, you're open to them. You can receive messages from them, might be through your dreams or other ways, but still, at the end of the day, it's like, hey, we helped you get out of that really shitty place. Like, you asked, we helped you. Now, please, like, man, go out with a bang, you know? Like, do the most that you can with what we've now given you. Especially if you have Pisces in your chart, again, because we're in Pisces season, and this is supposed to be really expansive right now. I kind of want more on the Hermit reversed. Let's see what else is going on for the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, I just feel like you guys are, the Hermit reverse for me feels like you're going backwards. Okay, I have actually two stories. Hold on, I have two storylines. Okay, I have two storylines. So, anytime we're talking about heavy Pisces energy and I see the Three of Cups, I must say that please, whatever it is that's happening, if you're struggling with it, be careful of overindulgence. Pisces placements, usually Sun, Moon, Rising, have a really hard time, I personally think, with alcohol. I've seen it in so many people. So please just be very mindful of that, okay? Be super mindful of that. Three of Cups for me sometimes can definitely be that going out, drinking, partying, like having a good time. It can also be just overindulgence in anything, okay? Anytime I see the Three of Cups or the Nine of Cups, it's like, all right, like keep an eye on, you know, what you're consuming, especially if it's you being under the influence of something, right? Because then I see this Nine of Swords here, and that's what I'm not so thrilled on. Because this is like, you're gonna go out and you are, some of you guys, I feel like, in the sense of freedom that came from Judgment. Some of you, I think you are going to absolutely go and be a little bit wild when you get out of the situation, when you find that freedom, when you find a little bit of wiggle room to like be yourself again, whether it's romantic, like a relationship, or whether it could even be like work related. Just take it how it resonates. At the end of the day, you were kind of stuck and tied to something and feeling a little bit like, ugh, like I'm feeling like suffocated, you know? So for some of you, I do think you're going to look back. That's the two storylines. I do think you're going to look back and you're going to struggle a little bit there and being like, what about this? What about that? Or there's a lot of, again, that watery, emotional energy, not a whole lot of like air here at all, except for this Nine of Swords, unfortunately. So I do think some of you guys are going to go back in your minds and try to justify, get the closure you need, look over the situation, and, you know, find some solace in that type of way and kind of get stuck a little bit in those heavy emotions. The other side of you guys, I do see you guys going out instead, because now there's the celebration of your freedom. And I think you guys almost go too hard, hence the overindulgence. It feels like you guys go a little bit too hard after you get out of the relationship or you get out of this period of time and you're out drinking, doing whatever, right? You're just like busying yourself doing whatever you get to do that maybe you didn't get to do before. Maybe you were in a relationship where there was some control issues, or there were periods of time when you were like, you know, like, I can't do XYZ because that'll cause a fight or something like that. There was restriction in your previous situation, okay? So for those of you who felt that restriction, if that's your story, I think that you guys go out, drink a little bit too much, and then it all kind of hits you in the morning when you're sober. And that's where you can find that, you know, not so healthy coping mechanisms start to creep in. So just make sure that you're not trying to cover it up and go like too hard right out the gate, because I think it will catch up to you and it's going to be really difficult. And again, this could be past, present, future. Take it as it resonates. But yeah, I do really think that, especially Nine of Swords reverse, is like, this is usually for me a period of like depression, of anxiety, of like sleepless nights. So it can be these heavy thoughts just like hanging above you. And I think it's like you get to the next morning after you've gone out, you've had fun, you've celebrated, and you go like balls to the wall, so to speak. You know what I mean? And then it's just kind of like, I'm going out and doing all the things that, you know, I didn't get to do, and I'm gonna fuck that person. I'm gonna go out and live my life, and they made my life hell for whatever period of time. Like, I'm doing whatever I want. And then again, then you wake up and you're like, ugh, fuck, like, god damn it. And I think that it's not a bad thing per se. It can be a big reality check, but I do think it can be like, oh god, like all the stuff that I kind of haven't dealt with now hits me all at once. And that's not what you want to do. You want to deal with it over time, periodically, a little bit here, a little bit there. Don't overwhelm yourself. Oh, good morning. But I do think overall, personal opinion, it is kind of good if you guys leave your situation and go out there and kind of like, you know, drink, have fun, and like just celebrate the fact that it's over. Because Nine of Swords in reverse can also be, because I'm reading them intuitively and by the book, for those of you who don't know. Intuitively, I feel like it's going to hit you in the morning where you're going to be like, ugh, now I got to think about this. But this can also, by the book, mean that the kind of shitty times are over. So this could just in general be a really great celebration for you guys to be like, fucking, thank God I got out of there. I may not be where I want to be, but thank fuck I'm not where I used to be. Okay, 2021. Dude, that's exactly my point. So then you do have the Page of Swords here, and you have the Three of Wands reverse. These little bad boys that came out. These are the last cards here. Man. I feel like after some time goes by, again, don't forget, past, present, future. It could be different for everybody. Page of Swords. Page of Swords always gives me a kind of icky vibe, to be honest. I feel like you might... Again, it feels like a cover-up to me. Intuitively feels like a cover-up. Like going out partying, doing the things to forget, and then the next day coming to this thing of like, man, like that actually is really hard and I'm gonna have to deal with this. Because then you also like having that combo, having this card specifically reversed for me is kind of like, I don't know if I actually do have the upper hand. I actually, oh, it's 11-11. I don't know if I actually like am better off. Like maybe this actually really does suck and I just kind of like was angry or I was upset or whatever. So I was like, yeah, like fuck you, blah, 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 whatever. So I feel like one party or both here, or both. I feel like you could experience this in a similar way. Only for some of you. For others of you, I feel like we're worlds opposite. Page of Swords just always gives me a yucky vibe. So for some of you, I feel like this is the other person who's having this like opposite effect, who's kind of like not having a great time while you're out there partying and living your life. Page of Swords can kind of be like deliverance of a message, but it's bigger than what they're capable of delivering, or they don't know how to deliver it. It can sometimes be someone kind of like coming in with a small message of sorts, not necessarily prepared to deliver it. Like there's a sense of not being well equipped to deal with it or to deliver said message. So sometimes for me, all the pages, almost all the pages really, can be a message of starting something with someone. Particularly Page of Swords and Page of Cups for me in this style of reading can be a, hey, can we talk? Or, hey, I did XYZ and, you know, I want to apologize. But again, feels like it's premature almost with this Page of Swords. So if one person is coming back to be like, hey, maybe, you know, we should chat about this and kind of close this out, like, for good, and like get this clear cut and be done, you know, I feel like that could be for some of you. Three of Wands though is like this, this is like, I do not have a vantage point here. Like, I don't have control like I thought that I did. And it could be in a couple different ways. It could be just this realization of like, wow, it's not what I thought that it was. Like, I thought I would be okay and I'm not, or something like that. Another option here is also that, how do I want to word this? Again, like a surprise. Because sometimes Three of Wands reverse can be like, wow, that's out of left field, didn't think that was going to happen. So paired with the Page of Swords, like I said, could be like, it's that possibly a person coming back to be like, hey, do you want to actually talk about XYZ? And I'm going to pull a card. I don't know if you're going to do it, but we'll pull a card as to like, if that's your story, if that's going to happen or not. But I feel like with the Ten of Cups on the bottom, you're like, I'm actually good. I'm actually good. Gone the other way. Okay, yeah. I feel like it's just on the other way. Okay, yeah. I feel like it's just on both sides. There's a lot of realizing like what you had or did not have in the relationship or in the friendship, and there's realization in many different forms happening all within this. I feel like there's like a couple different storylines going on. Again, the overindulgence, making sure to, yeah, you know. Okay, so as far as you guys actually say, okay. As far as you guys actually hearing this person out, like if that's your storyline, and you're like, this person comes back and tries to have a chat with me or whatever, I think you guys are open to saying what you need to say and explaining why that person is no good for you or not someone that you want to have in your life anymore. That's the Seven of Wands reverse, which can really be an opening up, a little vulnerable, taking the wall down to just be like, yeah, I will tell you exactly why this is not going to work, because then you have the world. So this is like, yeah, I actually have no problem telling you precisely why we can't do this anymore and why I chose not to be in this relationship, why I chose not to be in this friendship, why I chose just not to be a part of your life. And this does feel, like I said, a lot of freedom, partying, whatever. There's that like free, finally, liberation type of energy, especially with the Judgment card. But man, I do feel like this is like a double-edged sword. Like, thank God that's over, but also like, man, like, you know, that does suck. There is a little bit of sadness in regards to, I wish it didn't go the way that it did. It's just unfortunate. I do actually kind of want to clarify Judgment really quick. But you're open. You're ready to, if this person comes around and it's like, what happened? You're ready. You're like, yeah, we'll talk about it. Absolutely, I will talk about it. Because it's almost like, I don't want you to go do this to somebody else. Like, you're doing it out of that very Piscean type of way of like, I might be innocent and I'm innocent. I might be maybe a little naive, or like, again, having that maiden archetype, like that might draw you into me, but like, I'm no one to be fucked with. You know? Don't get it twisted. Judgment. I wanted to clarify, like, why were you being freed? Like, what is the problem? You know, like, what were you feeling in there that you needed to be freed from? So, Six of Cups on the bottom. Oh, man, yeah. Six of Cups on the bottom with the Ten of Swords. So, I feel like whatever this was, relationship, friendship, was so strong. So strong. Hey, Deanna, I love you. This says to me, like, strong soul tie, soul bond, connected so deeply. So deeply. Okay? This is very Piscean in nature to me also, because it says to me like, this is a very like I like sacrifice for the people that I love. That's the sacrifice, is that you gave all of yourself, so much, to whoever this other person was. Like, all of yourself. There was no holding back on this. You gave absolutely everything that you were. This is like, it gives me huge like okay. Like Romeo and Juliet vibes almost, of like, I will sacrifice myself for you, for the love between us. This is a type of relationship or friendship that just cannot be rivaled. The bond is incredibly strong. The, chemistry, the feeling of knowing each other before is very strong and seems almost impossible to break. And I feel like, it's almost like right person, wrong time, even type of vibe of like, this, it's so strong of a bond, but like what I'm getting out of this right now is not at all what I want. It's not. Like, again, it's like, I love you as a human being, but I don't want to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're free. We're doing them by element. We're doing the water signs, and the next we're going to do fire. So this is what you are being freed from. This karmic, like, soul bond, soul tie. And then you have the Empress reversed with the Queen of Pentacles, which is that you are not able to grow and prosper, right? The maiden eventually has to turn into the mother. And the Empress would be the mother archetype. You are just being thwarted here and unable to thrive in the way that you needed to in this person's energy. So I think this is wonderful, and I think if this person does come around, or maybe if you take the initiative, whichever way it goes, that you guys are more than willing to talk about what went wrong and, what you wish maybe would have happened or what could be done better. And I think it's going to be a talk of maybe in the future you and I could XYZ. But it's like, not now. These are your thoughts. Yeah, energy is fluid, so everyone has free will. Anything could change. You could get a reading today, it could be totally different from what you get tomorrow. But this is the vibe I'm getting, is like, I'm not free to evolve here. So water signs, that's a pretty hard one, but I love you guys so much. This is definitely a period of death symbolically has been coming up a lot. Like, I don't know how it's just been like following me everywhere, like podcasts it's been talked about, or like TV shows. Like, I've been seeing like a lot of like mushroom symbolism like everywhere, which is a lot about at least for me, is this period of life, death, rebirth. So there's a lot of that happening. It's also very Piscean as well. Life, death, rebirth. Pisces is the end of the zodiac, Aries is the new. So realistically, right now, this is the end, technically, Pisces season. This is the end, like the astrological new year, if you will, coming up. Once we hit Aries season, that's the new year. So I think there's a specific name for that, but I would have to ask Shay, actually. All right. Now, we gotta switch gears. We gotta go fire signs. Oh, that felt awesome. I'm trying to think of what I want to do for fire signs. What do I want to do for fire signs? I don't want to do the normal for fire signs. Just thinking, sorry. Yeah, fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm going to do that in a second once I figure out what deck I want to use. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. You know the one. You know the one. I feel really torn. I don't know which one. I have a couple that I'm thinking about for you guys. Which one do I want? I kind of want to use... let's use this one. I haven't used these cards in a long time, but we're gonna do that. Okay. So this is energy oracle cards. I don't know why, but I feel like I definitely need to use these. And there's the chills. So guess I chose the right one. Okay. Because I feel like I can't quite pin down your energy right now. feel like you guys have a lot of support from the archangels right now. I feel a lot of like archangel energy, saint energy. Yeah, that's a lot of like, that's strong energy. Now my ears ringing. So like, Mother Mary, or like Virgin Mary, Saint Mary, whatever way that you want to talk about it. This is for fire signs, okay? We're officially starting Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? Just to clear it up. I know sometimes I don't make that as clear. She's often cited as the patroness of all humanity. There's just a lot of like archangel energy around you guys. Archangels coming in super, super, super strong. The energy is incredibly potent. I have chills fully up my entire spine. I'm like hearing a bunch of things right now. Saint John? I'm not thoroughly like in religion. So I don't know all these names, which is why I need to like look them up. Saint John, we're gonna look that one up because that's coming through. Okay, Saint John is the patron saint of love, loyalty, friendships, and authors, often depicted in art as the author of the gospel with an eagle, symbolizing the height he rose to in his gospel. In other icons, he's shown looking up into heaven and dictating his gospel to his disciple. Patron saint of love, loyalty, friendships. Yep. I'll leave you guys to kind of do some more of your own research. We won't go like too heavy into this, but Saint John is coming through. This website says John's own gospel refers to him as, quote, the disciple whom Jesus loved. Saint John of God's life story is proof of the possibility of conversion and change. Okay. Interesting. So that came through. I should probably get the Ascended Masters deck at this point because I do a lot of this. So Virgin Mary, or Saint Mary, Saint John coming through pretty aggressively. Honorable mention is Saint Joseph. Who is that? Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, like Saint Joseph? Is that who that is? Patron saint of fathers, both families and virgins, workers, especially carpenters, expecting mothers and unborn children. Very interesting. So you could vibe with all of them. You may vibe with just one of the ones that I said, but so Mother Mary or Virgin Mary, Saint John, Saint Joseph. Saint Joseph is an honorable mention, as in small down on the list, like he is down the bottom of the list here as to what's coming in the strongest for me. Virgin Mary first, and then Saint John, actually, and then Saint Joseph. So we'll keep that in mind. But there's like a boatload of Archangel energy coming through. Oh, that's why this deck. Okay, that's why this deck. I forgot this deck has the Archangels in it. Ha! Okay. Okay, moving on. That makes sense. I just hit me. Wow. Alright. My god. I was like, what is wrong with me? Okay. That's why. That's why this deck. So, Archangels. Here we go. So, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's get some... Let's get some cards for y'all. I was gonna say some energy, which is funny because this is the energy oracle, but Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What's going on for y'all? Hey, Sam. Right? Isn't it nice? Yes, please. Book with me because I want to hang out with you guys. I love how nothing is coming out. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What do we got? You guys have nothing for me right now? After I get up and go out of my way to go get this deck, you guys are going to give me absolutely nothing? I mean, I guess it's not really out of my way. It's like right over there, but it's interesting that nothing is coming out. Oh my god, you're kidding me right now. Thank you. Wow, wouldn't you look at... You know, fourth chakra, the heart chakra. Archangel Raphael, it's a 38, breaks down to an 11. I am planning on coming to Vegas. I gotta work it all out. I told Amber, I'm like, ready. I'm ready. There you go. Archangel Raphael. There's that Archangel energy. Not surprised that this one would come out, of course. I will read it to you, but I want to see if there's anything else. Or if that's the only one we're going to be given today. Rude. Woman holding a heart. Oh, that's a lot of heart energy. And it's number 44. This is very, this is pretty like, wow, no, relax. Like, I don't know, like more like, romantic for fire signs. I'm kind of surprised, to be completely honest. I'm kind of surprised. Wow, yeah, are you fucking serious? 37, which is breaking down to a 10 here. The third chakra, Archangel Shamuel. So this is the solar plexus. Oh, hi, bye. Have a good week. And then Angel of Love. What the fuck is going on? What's going on? This feels very new love and like smitten. This is all like love based, like the heart chakra, woman holding a heart, angel of love. What the fuck is happening? Guys, this is really unlike you. Usually it's very spicy. And this is very interesting. You have the world at the bottom, which makes me think that there's something definitely new coming in, because this is also 29, which is an 11. Shocking. And 44 people in the room. Okay, look at all the numbers here, okay? 38 breaking down to an 11. Then you have 29 breaking down to an 11. 44 here. 44 people that were in the room. There's a lot of repeating numbers. A lot of repeating numbers, okay? So the world, though, at the bottom for me, it's very reminiscent of, like, the moon energy, too, because it's so dark. But to me, I just get this sense of, like, an eclipse or, like, new dawn, new day type of vibe. That's really interesting. Hey, relax. That's my leg, and I have skin. But this for me, wow, look at the one underneath. Are you fucking for real? 11 at the bottom, and number 11 is cornucopia. What the fuck is happening? What is happening? I feel like you guys are really, like, getting a reward here. I feel like it's something that you've been asking for or manifesting. The chills. All right. Cheese, Louise, crackers, and cheese. It's got to be something you've asked for, you've manifested, you deserve. There's such an open heart connection, whatever this is. Okay, so we have the world down here, okay? You have magician in the mirror, which always makes me think of, like, the magician in tarot, which is you creating something out of what you were given and what you have. It's using the tools in front of you to alchemize and create something in your reality, okay? And then underneath that, you have man holding a heart. So you have both woman holding a heart and man holding a heart with the sun. Some Leo energy, but happiness overall. Wow. I kind of honestly feel like this is, like, very new relationship-esque right now. If that's what you guys are looking for, then congratulations, but wow. I just am, like, really shocked, especially, like, the little, like, lily pads and the flowers here too in the world card. It really gives me a sense of kind of, like, born anew. I wonder if, like, lilies in general. My cat's like, I give up, fine. Like, if you're not gonna pay attention to me, then I'm leaving. Lily pad. Or water lily. Symbolizes pleasure and peace. Perfectly symbolizes innocence, purity, fertility, pleasure, celebration, hope, rebirth, wellness, and peace. Wow, that's wild. Symbol of beauty as well. Unity, feminine power, admiration, and love. Wow, this is wild. This is really, like, romantic. I'm not gonna lie, this is so funny. Ain't worth it. Amber, we're gonna have to chat. All right, so I see this as new love. This is pretty fucking crazy. You got a woman holding a heart. That's this one here, number 44. And then you have man holding a heart. I don't see any bad cards out here, really, to feel like it's not being reciprocated. Because you have Angel of Love and Cornucopia. Which to me is just like, what a great relationship. Like, I don't have anybody to fall in love, so. Fall in love with myself, bitch. But, yeah. But again, this could be, listen, this could be future energy for a lot of you guys. Because this is fucking crazy. This is crazy. I'm gonna read Archangel Raphael for starters, because we talked about this, okay? I'm also gonna read Woman Holding a Heart, and then I'll see where I'm at from that point. I might read the world, but, like, what the fuck is happening? Alright. All right, love, compassion, and self-acceptance. See, I was like, fall in love with myself. See, that's what I'm saying. Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink to your heart center. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. Oh wait, on the bottom. Underneath that was broken heart. So this could be a much needed healing from the past then as well. But anyways, all right, let's continue to read. Take it as it resonates, right? The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do this, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. I'm obsessed. I love that so much. Okay, and then we also had the third chakra, which was number 37. Maybe we should read that as well. That's the solar plexus. Powerful Archangel Raphael is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location of your third chakra and the center of your life force energy. The issues here revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. When the card appears upright, it indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. See, but I told you, and 44 people in the room again. Single Pringles. Yes. This is a great time to move toward the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you right now, so go for it. Okay, and let's read the woman holding a heart. Okay. The woman on this card wears a butterfly in her hair. I'll hold this up for you guys. Hold the butterfly in her hair. And holds a lovely large heart in her hands. For a woman, this card upright could be a reflection of your own state of peaceful emotion and receptivity for love, or it might be a message that your family issues are going to resolve. You're an intuitive woman who understands the emotions of life, and you're bringing that awareness to all that you do. This card upright could also indicate the presence of a female friend, teacher, or confidant who's here to help with issues of love, family, or emotion. This is an even-tempered and caring person who resonates with you and your emotions. This could also portend a new love interest or friend that's coming your way. Bish, that's what I said. Either way, so this could be self-love, this could just be you as a feminine, just open and accepting and willing to participate in, these, like, more balanced heart chakra energies. I'm reading man with a heart, too, because, I can't resist. Okay. Male dealing with family, love, or emotions. This tender man sits with flowers all around, holding a heart in his hand. For a man, this signals a greater clarity about emotions and their purpose in your life. There could be a more balanced approach to family and love at this time, even if these have been confusing experiences for you in the past. So this is definitely an energy as well of resolving something from the past that maybe was painful, wasn't so great. It's a renewed type of energy coming in for you, I think. Maybe opening up the heart chakra a little more and having a better understanding of what happened, or maybe what went wrong, or, what place maybe you and another person had in each other's lives. It does feel like some of this feels definitely a closure energy for me. So, do they exist? Yeah, I don't know about that. Sir? Let's see. For some, this card upright could signal the presence of a new man in your life, one who tends to be more thoughtful and aware. Whether or not this man is a love interest or a friend, he brings a high intention to help where personal projects, family, or home issues are concerned. I'm obsessed with that. Let's read the world and then we'll move on. Expansion, opening up. Yeah, a lot of this does feel like newer energy, and the other storyline feels like it could be closure, and that's the sense of newness. But especially like the water lilies, like in this card, the pleasure, celebration, rebirth, wellness, peace. There's a lot of beautiful energies even in the world card here. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and, hold on, I didn't think that through, and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now's the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. Man, listen, yeah, I'm dying over this right now. I'm dying. Angel of love, tender connections. This beautiful angel comes with roses in her hair and rose-colored wings. She holds a rose quartz heart, radiating tender and loving vibrations, bringing you compassion and affection. If you're looking for new love, this angel brings a message of its upcoming approach. Oh, tell you what. Or if you're longing for a deeper, more intimate connection with someone, Amber, we talked about this last night, already in your life, she's here to say that far greater tenderness is available to you. Either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward, and the compassion that you demonstrate towards yourself will then influence the energetic potential of these events in a significant way. The angel of love is smiling on you and forging connections in the energetic realm. Listen, call it what you want to call it, okay? I'm starting a new connection? Yay! Okay. I love that. This screams new energy for me, new connections, new romantic, whatever. But, you know, take it as it resonates, of course. It won't be the same for everyone. Some of you, it is closure on a certain situation and just kind of having those moments of, okay, yeah, like, I don't hate you, but it's just not it for me. Others of you, this is totally a new romantic connection. So let's get some more cards. I'm, like, very curious to see what comes out now. Oh, hold on. They just want me to use all the decks I have not used in a while, apparently. I don't know why they specifically want me to use this deck, but I guess we're gonna do it. It's literally the same deck, it's just much more, like, bright. That's it. That's the only difference. But all right, Aries, Leo, Sag. Let's see. Actually, let me do this. I gotta cut this deck into quarters to shuffle it because they're so big. Okay, so I am very specifically hearing that you guys, if you don't already see 444, 44. Oh my god, it's 1144 too for me. Oh, it's so funny. I caught it just before it turned. So if you guys aren't already seeing fours, they're telling me that they want you to keep an eye out for the number 4. And that's going to be your moment of like clarifying or a message to know very specifically that whatever you are thinking about at the time that you see 44, 444, any variation of that's them clarifying for you, like that, yes, we see you, we hear you, keep doing that, or keep on that train, energy level, whatever, okay? So that's going to be a very specific way for you to get messages from your guides or angels, is seeing the numbers 44 or like 444, okay? That came through real aggressively. Like, I obviously thought it was going to be important, but I didn't think it was going to be that important. Oh, thank you guys so much. 414, yeah, could be the same exact thing. It's just some variation of the numbers, like 4, somehow, like where they're repetitive like that. And we've been, like, steady at 44 people pretty much, like, in the room, so it's been really fucking crazy. Okay, one more here. Alright. So fire signs. What do we got for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? We gotta focus on this new love. That's what I want to focus on. Who is this person? What's the new love? I feel like a lot of you, it's just kind of like, you know, finally putting that effort into yourself, and then that just exudes out into the world, and you get a return on your investment, if you will, right? An ROI in the energetic realm. Yes, absolutely. Amber, listen. Wow. Well, you have the Chariot as the very first card, so this is definitely new love coming in. This is definitely a new relationship coming in. Good news for y'all. Okay, but, like, why is, like, the Sphinx in this card, like, one boob? Oh, I guess that's actually rather telling. all the women in here will understand. One boob is giant. It's like, one's just... I can't. Alright. That's just life. They're not all the same size. One is like way too large. Anyways, okay. So the Chariot for me is it's forward movement, and I love that as far as new relationships go. It's forward movement, optimism, happy circumstances. You got some stuff coming your way, all right? That's just life. You also have the moon coming in, which is beautiful as well. This is both Cancer energy for me. The moon technically is Pisces, but I see them both as Cancer, honestly. Just because the moon rules Cancer. So there's a lot of emotional energy here for sure. I just feel like it's that opening up with the heart chakra that we saw before, in my personal opinion. The moon can be like, so the feminine archetype here is just coming up over and over and over again. Purity, peace, whatever. You know what I mean? A on the right, don't be on the left. Yo, but that's what I feel like. So I was like, why is this one so bad? Anyways. There is a draw overall, I think, to much deeper connections than maybe something we have wanted to do before, or wanted to engage in before. Sorry, I wanted to change this or like turn it up. I can't tell if I like the music, sorry. Just being picky. Yeah, whatever, I guess I'll leave it. I think there is a want for a deeper connection, especially with the Piscean energy that we're moving through, depending on where you have Pisces in your chart as well. It can really be, it can be wanting a deeper connection. But I think that you guys, specifically this group of fire signs, y'all are pretty aware that in order for you to have those deeper connections, like, you need to do work. Like, you need to do the work. Like, you can't just move forward and be like, I want this, without doing it. So I think you guys are either focused on doing the work, you have been focused on doing the work, because the moon is very deep emotions, very, very deep emotions, and having any sort of connection to Cancer for me says that it has to do with places that, you know, maybe you feel at home. So this could be past relationships that you have worked through, are working through, even family issues that have come up that maybe have affected the way that you conducted yourself in your romantic relationships, right? So you're, because we had Saint, who was it in the beginning? We had Saint John and Saint Joseph. Saint Joseph was basically the father archetype, right? Mother Mary and Joseph, whatever. And then on top of that, you had the Virgin Mary, which is, that's the mother and the father figures. Both of those right there. Both mother and father figures. So this could be a lot of dealing with your past shit where your parents have really taken a toll on what you look for in other people and the things that you expect from relationships. I think this is you really reworking that energy and kind of being like, no, I want a deeper connection than the ones that I've had, because maybe the ones that you've had have been very much in that, maybe kind of like the water signs, you know, especially because I see a lot of that intermingling. The energy of the maiden, which is the, like, kind of, I don't know, easily manipulated maybe, you know. You may have had past relationships where it's like, in the past I did XYZ and I wish I didn't, but I, you know, rose-colored glasses, whatever. There's a lot of healing, I think, pain from your parents. Felix, I fed you twice. It's not my fault that you want to eat right now, suddenly. I don't know what to tell you. So there's a lot of that, I think, that's going on here. Because like I said in the beginning also, right out the gate, like talking about the Archangel energy, we had the heart chakra and all that stuff, and then we also had the feminine, like the mother archetype coming out, father, so Mother Mary, Saint Joseph. There's a lot of that going on, and to me also screams the duality of feminine and masculine. So I think you guys are really healing that within yourselves, and that's huge because that takes a lot of work. That's not something where you just kind of pop on your spiritual journey, you're like, I'm gonna do this today. Like, that's a lot of work to get to that point where your masculine energy is, you know, in balance with the feminine. You're both receptive as well as knowing when to put your energy out into the world. It's just massive amounts of fucking healing, and you guys have done the fucking work. You have done the work. So the moon also can be your fears, and that's why I'm saying this. You have that coupled with the 8 of Swords reverse, which is really undoing yourself from kind of these mental chains that you've had on yourself. So right now you guys could be really going through kind of a similar like dark night of the soul energy, where you're like, I have to deal with the shit my parents put me through, or the shit that I've been through, because if that's the case, I can't have a happy relationship. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Romantic, super passionate. Yeah, that's even worse, right? He wasn't ready. That's, yeah, like, this is like, you know, you're doing the work on yourself to make sure that your relationships, I think, in the future are going to be, you know, well worth it and rewarding. And it's almost like you looking at the role that you're playing within your relationships. So maybe it's like, I let my fear get the best of me. I let my fear of abandonment, of rejection, of whatever get the best of me and make me, you know, stuck in my head about even if the person was good, possibly, okay? This could also be vice versa. Keep that in mind. It could be the other person maybe that you were dating or dealing with. But this to me screams like, I let my fears get the best of me, and I want to be now released from said fears. I want to be released from that pain, because you're acknowledging on the spiritual path and spiritual journey that holding on to the pain that other people have caused you, whether it's your parents or other authority figures or just whoever, right? Those moments in time, those experiences, they shape who you are, of course, but they're not who you are. And that's there's a huge difference between that. So they shape who you are. You've learned a lot from them, obviously, and from those situations. But the moon, it is really much like, what's your subconscious saying? What are your fears saying? You want to release yourself from that. You want more control over that, to say, no, like, that really fucked me up, and I'm going to deal with it, and I'm going to sort it out, but it's not going to be the defining factor for the way I live my life from here on out. So I think in doing that, both having those, the mother figure and father figure, those archetypes coming in right in the beginning, that's really indicative of this as well, okay? Healing that pain from other people, especially our parents. So you're really freeing yourself from this like trauma that you've experienced, and this is liberating, honestly. And if it hasn't gotten to that point yet where you feel like liberated from it, because it'll be, you know, it's an ongoing thing, but I feel like for a lot of you, you do at least feel some of that liberation where you're working through it right now and seeing how that has truly affected you. Felix, I understand, dude, but I truly, like, have fed you 3 times. You were too busy. Cat drives me nuts. Buddy, you can't sit under here and bite on my fingers. It's just really rude to me as someone who has skin. Wow, are we gonna have a 3-card reading? Because I'll lose my mind. That'll be so funny. Well, then we did have a ton of Oracle cards, though, but... There, yeah. There's the Queen of Pentacles. That's another mother figure. Right there. Another mother figure, Queen of Pentacles. As someone who has skin. Truly, though. I'm like, it hurts. Like, he likes to chew on my fingers or stuff to get my attention. Queen of Pentacles, very motherly. This is some earth energy. You might have it. Might be in someone's chart that you've dealt with in the past. This could also have been your, like, mother energy that you dealt with. Like, this could have been, if we're talking about parental figures, this could be the energy possibly from your mother. Because you also have 9 of Pentacles reversed here as well. So I feel like for some of you, the mother figure that you had may have been really almost, like, too much. And I feel that more so in a way of, like, expecting a lot out of you. This is like, oh my god, wait a second, hold on. Wait a second. I'm just realizing this now. I went to go change it. I was like, yeah, I'm not really like feeling this. I want to change the energy and change the vibe. Dude, I did not even realize the one I chose is heal your feminine energy. Increase self-love and self-worth. Oh my god. I didn't even realize that's the thing that we've been listening to this whole fucking time. Wow. Okay, I'm obviously with the shits today. Like, what the fuck is happening? not know that? How did I miss that? Wow, that's so weird. Okay, anyways, obviously I'm just not paying attention today. Overbearing. That's what I mean. Yes, because in the sense of the Pentacles, we're talking about like structure, stability in that way. I feel like it's just like overbearing, like maybe you can't do this, or it's a little bit strict, or like stuff like that. I really feel like it could have been like a really strong like work ethic type of thing, of like there's a lot of like pushing you to your limits in some way, shape, or form with a mother figure. Because normally the Nine of Pentacles is this kind of like freedom, or this like sense of, yeah, like I get to, you know, provide for myself and kind of, you know, enjoy what I've created and what I've done. And I just feel like whatever this mother energy is has just heavily held you down, like really held you down and anchored you down in a way that is not fun and not healthy and not pleasant. And I feel you resent your mom a little bit for this, to be completely honest. I feel like she really had, unfortunately, a good hand in your self-worth and you not having a lot of it. Henceforth, when you go out into your relationships, you know, you may find yourself in ones that aren't so good for you, because you don't know what it's like to have a healthy like self-worth and appreciation of yourself. And I feel like it has a lot to do with your mom, and I have so much the chills right now. I think this could also be a sense of like, I don't know if I'm hearing like a snippet of someone's like conversation, whether it's with themselves, or I feel like it's more like a self-talk, like an internal monologue. I just get the sense of like, will I ever be enough? Like, will I ever actually accomplish enough? Will I ever actually be enough? Okay. Yeah. It's overachieving to prove to yourself. This is really, wow, hard and heavy. This is trying to overachieve and overwork, and that's the Pentacles, is that like root chakra energy. It's that overwork myself, work myself to the bone, work 3 jobs at a time if I have to, like kill myself working hard, because it's this sense of needing to prove finally to your mom that you're worth it. Like if you do something enough that it's like finally your mom will turn around and be like, oh my god, like you're so great and I'm so sorry that, you know, I did this to you, and let me finally acknowledge what I've done and take responsibility for the pain that I've caused you. Like you are so accomplished and you're so successful. Like that's what you want. You want that motherly figure, whether it's your actual mom, foster mom, whoever in your life. You want a feminine figure to look at you and be like, fuck, like this is insane, like you're the prized child, like you did so much, you know what I mean? But again, this could be also showing itself in your relationships, of feeling like you do so much and it's never enough. You do so much and it's never enough. So much, but it's never enough. And it honestly might just be your perception, and you kind of put that pressure on yourself, right? Mom, this is fire, so listen up. But this is a lot of like, I think, generational trauma coming down through the line, and this is like stuff that you are experiencing because your mom probably also experienced that, and it's just kind of dragging itself down the line. It's a lot. It's very heavy, and you guys are the ones working through that to break those chains and break those generational issues, right? You are the rebirth and that change of energy. Hence, you're getting that support from Mother Mary, from Saint Joseph, from Saint John. You're getting these, again, very archetypal mother and father energies coming in to assist you in being able to heal this, where you don't have to do all these things for other people to prove that you're a worthy human being deserving of love, whether that's your relationships or it's your parents or whatever. Like, you don't have to kill yourself to prove to people that you deserve love and you deserve, you know, healing, acceptance, appreciation. Like, you don't need to kill yourself to be able to do that. Like, you deserve love just because you exist, period. No question about it. I'll fight anybody else that says different. So fire signs always have mommy issues. Yo, that fucking kills me. Damn, alright. Oh, man, that's so funny. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Anyways, will I ever be someone they're proud of? Yes. I see what you're saying, right? My book is all about healing generational. Wait, do you have an actual book? Are you saying you wrote a book? Because I want to read it, if that's the case. I want to read it. Listen, I know you said you were working on it, but when's it going to be out? Because I want to read it, Natalie. I'm waiting. That book is going to rock everyone's world. I'm putting it straight up on my website and telling people where to go find it. Truly. Like, truly let me know when you get to that point, because I want to tell everyone about it. Okay? So listen. At the end of the day, though, at the bottom, you have Three of Wands here. Okay? You have the upper hand. Because awareness is key. God bless you! God bless you! Without awareness, you will never be able to fix it. Without awareness, you'll never be able to, live a better life. You do not need to kill yourself to prove that you're a worthy human being. You're worthy already as you are. You don't need to do anything for anyone that you don't want. No is a full sentence. Boundaries are incredibly important. And tell anyone to get fucked who does not respect those. Point blank, period. Checkmate. Okay? But you are currently in the process of doing this. Keep doing it. You know it's going to be a long journey. You're doing it anyway. You need to be proud of yourself for that. That's just not okay. It's not easy. But you were the one that reincarnated to do it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Okay? Okay. Shout out to the Chariot card in this deck that I, for some reason, have never noticed that she has one giant boob. Maybe that's just low-key another representation of like an unhealed, unbalanced divine feminine. A little goblin under my deck. 100%. Yes, 100%. It's insane. Yes, there you have angels absolutely supporting you for sure. I wonder if I can like pull this out of here and show you guys. Hold on. This is so ridiculous. Hold up. Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing under there? Hello? He's like, I'm waiting for you to feed me. Yeah, and then he goes to go bite my toes again. Oh, man. This cat is something else. He's so fucking ridiculous. That's what he's doing under there. He's just literally sitting there waiting to chew on my toes and on my fingers. So anytime I put my hands in my lap, he's like, let me fucking... Rude. So rude. All right. So, all right. We need to move on now. We need to move on to... Okay, here's the dealio. Guys, he is shocked. He's like, me? On camera? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Ow, ow, ow! He heard me. Ow! Stop. I have skin. Oh my god. Sorry, that's very rude. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, Cheeto also sucks. I don't know where Sammy is. He's usually on the bed. It's not anything about. So, I know that you guys are probably going to want to punch me in the face, and that's fine. That's fine. But, listen, normally we do this as Earth would come next because Taurus is after Aries. So, it should be water, fire, earth, and air. Air signs are kind of inside my brain, so I'm unfortunately gonna have to do air signs first, and earth is gonna have to be last. I don't normally do that. I love you guys. I'm so sorry. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius placements, you guys, your reading apparently has to come first. Also, speaking of air signs, Mineral Maven. Actually, it was so funny because as soon as I said air signs, they said you, and I'm like, we should definitely do a personal reading then at some point, because the first thing I thought of was they were like her, and I was like, okay, yeah, but like this is live, so like, you know, but we got to do air signs for sure. So if this resonates at all, maybe that's just, you know, we'll have to do like a personal one. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to do that for you too. We definitely need the air signs up in here, okay? So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, you know the drill, okay? So weird. What do I want to use? I just have decks everywhere. I'm going to put this one away because I don't think I'm going to use this one again. And I'm going to go get what I call a light and fluffy deck. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, let me put this one back. I want to get an air style deck. Okay, Felix, I'm done with this cat. Alright, so here we go. My Libra Venus is here for it after the fire reading. Yes. I couldn't decide between these two, and I kind of want to use both of them, so I'm going to start with Secret Language of Light. I might pull one from the Lightworker Oracle as well. Elena Fairchild is fucking a bad bitch, and I love all her decks. But first and foremost, we're starting with this bad boy. So, Secret Language of Light. I know there's kind of like a little bit of a glare. Oh, thank you for the finger hearts. You guys are so nice to me. Air signs. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Here we go. Let's take a look at this. Let us take a look. I will read from the book because these are rather long. But let's get one of these. Always a very, like, ethereal type of feeling with you guys. Always. That's why I'm like, I need another deck. I gotta go get some new ones, too, for sure. Because, like, there's like a couple of them where, like, the vibe that I need, like, I don't have. And as my readings evolve, I'm like, well... Some of them I don't use at all anymore too, and it kind of makes me think that maybe I should do like a giveaway with some of the ones I just like have not touched in a really long time. Felix, such a pain. You're gonna destroy my shoe now that I said you couldn't do that? It's very rude. Bottom? Okay. Bottom. Okay. Here we go. Let me tell you every single time I use this deck, I feel like this card comes out, so I'm not really surprised to see it at all. I really feel like this gives ode to past lives, soul contracts, like anything like that from the past in a very different energy. I just feel like otherworldly, like whoever you were in a past life or many of those lives, like super important, super important. You may have a really strong connection to animals as well. The card that I'm talking about that always comes out is number 11, which is Remembrance. Oh wow, just noticed this too. The one on the bottom is Divine Animals, and it's number 22. So you have two master numbers. That's insane. Look at that. For air signs, Remembrance and Divine Animals. So you may have a very strong connection with animals in general. It could be spirit animals. It could be a myriad of different things. But 11 and 22. Wow. That's crazy. Very specifically, you could have a connection here with like lions. It could be a connection with Leo. You might have Leo in your chart. The lion symbolism, though, might be something in particular to take a look at, or even like a feline type of energy, okay? Just it depends. Take a look around, right? I feel like, especially with the lion, if that does resonate a lot for you guys, too. It's 11 right now for you. Oh, nice. So this is, the lion in itself, roar, like the roar, makes me think of like remembering like who you are, remembering to use your voice, remembering to express yourself, like your authentic self, to not let other people dim your light, dim your voice, to always speak your truth. And I think that's why remembrance and divine animals is going hand in hand. You might really vibe with the lion. Let's actually just look it up while we're here, right? We might as well. Majesty, strength, courage, justice. Oh, wow. The lioness, in particular, commonly related to the Great Mother and protection. Of course it is. Of course. Hold on, I want to take a look at what this says here. Solar symbol. King of the Beast comes roaring into your spiritual journey with raw power, courage, and aggressiveness. This has a lot to do with like your mission or your purpose or something like that. Like you guys are definitely, I think at least, listen, a majority, if not all of you, I want to say 75 to 80%, if not all of you, are feeling like at least you're kind of finding your path, or you're, or like you're relatively aware of what to do or what your purpose is, or kind of like what you're meant to do here in this incarnation. Like you have an idea at the very minimum. You have an idea. I feel like for a lot of you, you are leaning more into the solar energy, the sun, Leo, like happiness and expressive energy. Again, energy is fluid, could be past, present, future, but I feel a lot of that. Strength and vitality. Lion often appears to a person who needs to reclaim their space and take back a leadership role in their life. There we go. The same spirit animal finds brave and outspoken people with leadership potential attractive. Yeah, there's that speaking authentic voice, or just, again, expressing yourself authentically. It's a magnet for others, and often people want to emulate that something special about you. Spiritual leaders who have a lion spirit guide are firm in their convictions. They will defend religious freedom and the choice of finding God in one's own way. This is very much a spiritual path. Wow, dang. Like I said, it has a lot to do with remembrance. So you may have been someone in a really like high up position, maybe politically, or maybe like you just had some sort of power, possibly in a past life or past lives. We might have to use the past life deck. The heart of a lion also here. Uncanny ability to stay motionless and silent. Your ease with stillness and silence makes you a natural in meditation and trance type work. Adept at dealing with less than cooperative groups. Lion people dare to make whatever change is necessary to protect the figurative pride. So this is expression, and it's beautiful, honestly. I think some of you guys, you know, may struggle in this lifetime with expressing yourself in a way that feels comfortable. It might just be, you know, not the first go-to for you, but having this divine animals in general here with the lion definitely reeks of like, express yourself, open up, tell people off if you need to, right? You can be a spiritual bitch all day long, but that doesn't mean that you can't still tell people to, you know, get fucked, where to go, how to get there. Just saying. Alright, so I'm going to read Remembrance. I think Divine Animals kind of speaks for itself, but I am going to read Remembrance. And then I think we might have to get into Past Life deck a little bit here. I feel like that's kind of, you know, of course. Alright, recall your soul truth. I mean, come on. You are ready to live your life from the wisdom of your heart. You may have been citing 1111 as a reflection of this. Dang! If not, you can expect to be receiving this sign soon. You may see it on a clock, a phone number, a receipt, or in a dream. With this wisdom, fresh and innovative ideas will flow into your mind as new ways to live your life. No one else has to change their ways, only you. Live from your heart, be an inspiration, and discover a new world. Some call 1111 an awakening code. You must have awoken on some level to receive it. It's a sign that you are much more than you think that you are. Yeah, see? 1111 has many different explanations because we are all asking different questions. There's no right or wrong meaning, but at the heart of 1111 is a loving, intelligent energy that will always encourage you towards your soul, where you will remember the truth of who you are. Listen, I said. Okay, there's some like inspired reflections here. It says, when you see 1111, stop what you're doing and do the above meditation. And there's a little meditation here, but we're not going to read that. It's very long. With time and practice, this will become your natural response to 1111, and answers will effortlessly arise within you. The other one, so number 2, set yourself free by being in the divine timing of 1111. Divine timing means being fully present in the moment. Don't hold back. Allow every aspect of you to be acknowledged and loved. When you see 1111, take time to get clear about what you truly love. Shift your focus from what you think you must do to experience what you love directly onto makes your whole inner being smile. Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, remembering who you are. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Hold on real quick. Yeah, exactly what I thought this one. The divine animals. Spend time with your pet or in the company of any animal to realize the same light that flows through you flows through all living creatures. Animals reflect the divine love that we are. When we are around them, it's easier to move into alignment where we can be inspired to grander creations. People often believe they receive unconditional love from an animal, as an animal is more likely to be aligned with its soul instinct and doesn't need you to be different to who you are for it to feel loved. It's also on page 88. You will feel free to be who you are. When you emulate this behavior for yourself, life becomes more relaxed, loving, and your relationships will catapult to a whole new level of joy. Beautiful. Okay, so this is totally about soul path, soul mission, remembering who you are. You also have inner voice under that. Oh my god, get out, which is 28. Oh man, inner voice too. That's insane. Speak up. Say something. Use your throat chakra. Get it going. Hi. This deck is Secret Language of Light. Hold on. This. Oh, sorry, the glare. It's kind of annoying. There we go. That's this deck. I don't use it very often, but... Oh, wait, gotta put my little selenite stick in there. Okay, so there's that. So I'm not going to go to light worker, although I do feel like you guys are doing light work. Past life a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. You got it. Alright. There's definitely a sense of, whether it's this life or a past life, there's this like shy energy coming through where I feel like sometimes you guys may not exactly say like what you're thinking or what you want to say in a scenario, even when you feel like you're being like wronged or someone's like being a dick to you, you know. I feel like you guys aren't exactly speaking up, and you need to, clearly. It's like, remember who you are. Betrayal. Okay, yeah. So this really could go in line with, you know, I don't want people to maybe, like, write me off is what I'm getting, which is weird. Write me off or, like, or leave, per se. Okay. Yeah. Betrayal coupled with karmic debt number 14, which is giving away your power or control, letting others exert their power or control like over you, right? So not standing up for yourself. This is about, in this lifetime, having to maintain your personal power without taking from other people, but just stand in your own truth. There's ship, sailor, or water, so there's a water element coming through as well. Could be this life or past life, but okay. And then you have crystal child. Yeah, there's a very like innocent, shy energy about you guys here. Crystal child, idealist, flow with consciousness, very old souls, offspring usually of indigo children, mentally / physically very sensitive. So you also might be someone who maybe has sensitivities with like food or allergies to food. Just maybe you have a lot more allergies than like the normal person, okay? These people generally like to exchange energy physically by hugging or connecting to people that they care about in that way. They can be very healing or be in healing type of arts or a healing like career, anything. Could be, I mean, could be a legit psychic, you could work in a metaphysical shop, or you could just, anything like that. Healing is at the forefront though. Music could be very important as well. And then there are often people who teach themselves how to do something. So if you are in some sort of healing environment with work, or just maybe in your normal everyday life, it's stuff that you've probably taught yourself how to do, okay? You're showing yourself the way. Like, you're teaching yourself. You're your own teacher, your own guide. You're very like I want to do it, so I'm gonna teach myself how to do it. It's in a curiosity type of way though. It's a lot of like innocent vibe. Like, you hear about something, you're like, I really want to learn that, and then you just take the initiative yourself. It's like, I want to learn that because I want to be able to give that to other people. It's not just so you can learn it to take for yourself. Again, the healing vibe, right? Everything resonates. So there you go. You also have Atlantis on the bottom too. So Atlantis, along with ship, sailor, and water, that can make a lot of sense there too. So it might be a past life in Atlantis. I think Atlantis was actually, I think we went over this before, Atlantis was connected to Lemuria, I think, somehow, which also talks about people being healers, primarily. Yeah, very sensitive, very quiet, very shy, very old souls. Whoever it is, maybe it's Mineral Maven over here. That just clicked hard, yeah. Taught yourself how to work on cards? That's fantastic. I love that. Okay. You have Fae, Fairy, and Forest. This gives me a lot, actually, of Lemuria vibes with that combo there. And then Karmic Debt number 13 says to stay focused. So yeah, having betrayal come out here is like, you are a very sensitive soul. So having been betrayed by people in the past, in this lifetime, or from past lifetimes, right? Causing you to kind of just like hold up a little bit, to just kind of like I'd rather not. So then you don't use your voice, you don't speak up when you need to, you don't talk about the things that bother you, because you're like I don't want this person to write me off. Or maybe I express myself and that person says that they're fine, but they're not fine when I do it, you know what I mean? Herbal medicine, awesome, I love that. Ayurveda or Ayurveda, I think it's Ayurveda, has come through like quite a lot. So in the past, like couple live readings among others, but yeah. So I'm just gonna pull a couple to see if this is anything like present day for y'all, and then move on to earth signs. We're just gonna pull these ones. Yeah, look at that. 4 of Pentacles reversed. Letting go. Queen of Cups. This is you guys. Normally I would be like, hey, like, don't let your emotions get the best of you, but I feel like you're leaning more into the emotional, intuitive, healing side of yourself, and that's opening up a lot of doors for you and kind of helping you in your present day. Especially having like Crystal Child, where you guys are so sensitive. It's seeing that this is a strength and it's not a weakness. It's absolutely not a weakness. You have Ace of Swords reversed, which can be a sense of any ace in reverse for me is kind of like getting a rough time getting started on a journey. But for me, intuitively, what I feel like is that this is you kind of pushing aside the norm. That's the logical side with any swords, right? The logical, the way you're thinking, processing, the way you're taking on things mentally. So for me, I feel like this is you being like, you know what? I don't care what so-and-so says, or I don't care what, you know, this person said about me in the past, or just, it's not caring about the more logical sense of what people are saying or thinking about you. This is a lot of that authenticity we talked about standing in your truth, releasing all the other stuff, and just being very strong here in your emotions. I'm a sensitive person, that's okay. That's my strength, that's my strong suit. I'm a sensitive person, it is what it is. Call yourself an empath, call yourself a highly sensitive person, call yourself a healer, a psychic, whatever. The point is that you're realizing now that leaning into that is actually where you find a lot of your a lot of that heart chakra opening energy. It's where you find maybe happiness or more joy, or you find yourself to be more like at peace. That energy is so natural to you. I mean, like I said, crystal child, it's like, come on. You guys are just sensitive beings and you're cool with that. Queen of Cups. So, okay, so I feel like you guys are the Queen of Cups here. It's a very watery energy. You have Queen of Swords in reverse coming out. So that could be you. Since, you know, this is air signs and you're in a lot more watery energy right now. But it's either you or someone else. At the end of the day, this is a little bit of like indecision. I just feel like, again, it's more so connected with the Ace of Swords reverse. This is like, I'm just not going to get anywhere by being logical all the time. Logic has a point, it has a purpose, it has a place. But I am in touch with my emotions. And it's, yeah, look at that. Ace of Cups. I love this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Ace of Cups there is so nice. This is what I'm saying. You put down the sword, right? Which is a little bit more like aggressive, the logical part, right? And instead you pick up this cup. Instead you pick up this cup full of emotion, full of happiness, full of joy. You're like, I'm leaning into this and I'm putting aside the way that maybe I was thinking about things before, the way I viewed myself before. I'm putting down those moments of not sticking up for myself or not just standing in my truth. I'm picking up more of this energy here. I am now associating myself more with the watery energy of the Queen of Cups, of the Ace of Cups. Absolutely. And King of Wands, like, this is my passion. You're going more towards your passion now. This is Leo energy, so it might be in your chart or it could be someone you're dealing with as well. But I see this more as all about you guys right now. Putting your passion into this, your emotions into this, your love into this. It's so much more like spiritually connected and open heart chakra. This is absolutely at the core remembrance of who you are and who you were, and leaning into that, utilizing it, knowing it's your strength, and it's definitely not something to be afraid of. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I love y'all so much. I hope it made sense. I'm gonna put these back, and then we're gonna do Earth, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Always move back to the ocean, yes. Okay. We are definitely. Air signs are really feeling the water vibes. I love that. I've been waiting for this one. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for sharing the live, too. I love y'all. Save the best for last. Come on. You're just being ridiculous. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to send you out on a spaceship for a day trip. You can come back. And you get your life right. It's driving me crazy. Listen, I enjoyed not having you under there for a couple minutes. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Spirit was like, wait. All right. So this is what I want to do. I'm gonna put this away. Put these away. I really want to use this. The Lion Striders. I feel like with the animals and like outdoor setting a little bit more, I kind of like this deck for y'all. So this will be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Oh my god. I'm hearing drops of Jupiter. Speaking of, because I didn't plan on saying Jupiter, it just kind of fell out of my mouth actually, because I felt more so for Earth signs, this will be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, if anything. Maybe even like an Earth sign North Node, but like Jupiter, I didn't expect to say that actually. And then I heard drops of Jupiter. Hello, I'm a Taurus. Hi. Do you think he's giving up? He might be giving up. Maybe? No, definitely not. No! No! Stop! I jinxed it. Hey girl, hey! Jupiter's in Capricorn too. Oh yeah. At the right time. I love this, guys. I love this. Maybe I did save the best for last then doing the earth signs. Maybe I did save the best for last. All right. Felix, buddy, you gotta wait, honey. I tried to feed you 3 times. Did you just try to punch me? I tried to feed you. You were too busy this morning looking at what the other one was doing. I don't know what to tell you. He very well could be. He's my ghost cat. Like, that's how I figured out there were all these weird entities and shit in my last apartment. Because he found them. So, I mean, you already know the answer to that. Alright. This is really interesting. Hold on. We gotta get all of them out so we can talk about them together. Okay, that's a lot. Spirit's like, we'll give you these 2, and then that's it. You get a guess for the rest. Well, so far I have the 9 of Cups, and I also have the 3 of Wands reversed. I love the 9 of Cups, and this deck is so cute, too. Look at this. Look at this cat, super happy that he ate this fucking bird. I love that. I love that. And then this is the 3 of Wands upright. It came out reversed, but this is what it looks like, just so you know. So it came out reversed. I just get this vibe with this combo of like, it didn't go the way that I planned, but like, I'm happy anyway. Like, it's a sense of divine timing, where it's kind of like, usually 3 of Wands reverse is really like, wow, that came out of left field. That's not what I thought. Like, didn't expect it to go down in that way. This could also be a sense of, I thought I was going to get more out of that. Like, it's just, you know, I didn't expect things to happen the way that they did. And this could be in regards to anything. Relationships, just like life. It could be a career thing, depending on what, you know, you guys are, you know, going through, of course. Put it where it resonates. But there's the sense of like, I maybe didn't get what I wanted out of this. I didn't achieve what I wanted. I didn't get the thing that I expected to have out of this. But this overall feeling of like, but I'm happy with what I did get. What is this? We're like all Aries too. I'm an Aries, he's an Aries, my other cat's an Aries, we're all Aries. This mother... Oh my god, I can't. This resonates, okay. I love the username, by the way. They call me Crispy. Love that. But this really, just these 2 alone, like, we have no other cards out here whatsoever. But this is you being okay with what you did end up receiving, whether it's relationship, friendship, career, whatever. Because 3 of Wands, like I said, it's like coming out of left field, like, wow, okay. It can sometimes feel a little bit like a step back, depending on, you know, what it is that you're doing. Because having the 9 of Cups be the first card out is like, whatever it was something that made you happy. It made you feel like, oh, I got everything I've ever wanted. Like, it's all I've ever dreamed about, and I got it. And then it goes in a different way than you expected, and you're like, well, that's not what I wanted, but like, I'm also happy with that option. My cat and I are both Aries too. Dude, he's driving me nuts. You're welcome, Crispy. Oh yeah, look at that, 5 of Cups. So you guys are definitely mourning this period where you're gonna have to let go of what you thought that it once was going to be, but you're not, I don't think you're dead over it. I really do think that this is just acknowledgement and working through it in kind of like a very neutral way. Your once was going to be, but you're not, I don't think you're dead over it. I really do think that this is just acknowledgement and working through it in kind of like a very neutral way. You're mourning what you wanted, right? You're mourning what it could have been. You're mourning what you wanted it to be. But instead, here, you're like, I'm not ignorant to the fact that I am actually getting something great. It's just a different energy. Or maybe I'm getting same job, different place. Maybe, you know, I still have to deal with XYZ, you know, but in the process I am learning this about myself. I am learning this about my relationships, especially if it's like romantic. Yeah, because you have 5 of Pentacles on the bottom as well, and you have Death in reverse. I love Death in this card, in this deck rather. I love the Death card in here. It's one of my faves. But 5 of Pentacles and Death in reverse says to me, like, I learned what happens when I stay in a place far too long that I should not be in. That could be one of the lessons you learned here. Especially 5 of Pentacles is rough. It's a rough energy. You have 2 5s out though. 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles. It's like, I'm, you know, suffering the consequences here. Like, this was a really unstable part of my life and an emotionally difficult part of my life. There was sadness, definitely, and maybe some just, again, mourning or regret over certain things. You're like having to kind of celebrate 2 things at once is what it feels like. Because 5 of Cups, the way that this shows up is the 3 eggs and also the 2. So this, for me, is like, I'm learning to mourn while also being happy for what I do have. That's huge. That is huge. I have this deck in mini. Yeah, I love that. This is one of my favorites. It's beautiful. The artwork is crazy. So yeah, for me, that's what I get here a lot, especially with the eggs and everything. The eggs, for me, it's like, it's symbolic, the egg itself, of this, of birth or renewal of something. So to see that is like, this isn't going to turn out the way that I wanted, and I really have to accept that, and I have to mourn that part of myself that wanted it. I have to mourn that part of my life. I have to say goodbye to it. I really do. I have to say goodbye to it. But still being excited, still being like, I still get to go off and do this thing though. Not exactly what I wanted it to be, but we're gonna find out what's coming next though, okay? This is staying in a place for far too long though. The place that you were in, or maybe it's just the energy needed to be different. It needed to be like rebirthed, you know what I mean? It's not like the situation itself, but maybe it needed to be done in a new energy. Maybe the situation in itself, not horrible, right? Maybe it's a relationship and you're like, you know, I have a lot of love for this person still, whatever. I can both mourn that maybe we're not good together, but that I learned a lot from it. That's it. It's a shift in the energy. Or maybe it's like, you know, we would be really great, but, you know, under XYZ circumstances, we can't be. So as long as the relationship is healthy, of course, then maybe it's like, hey, maybe we should take a break and like experience life as individuals. And then if that's something you still want at the end of the day, you come back around and talk about it later. But it's absolutely a rebirth of an energy and a rebirth of something that you're experiencing. So it's the same thing twisted around into something new. But Felix? But this for me is definitely, I stayed in a place too long where I should not have been. And it did me nothing good. It did me nothing good. So this is what I'm saying. We are moving out of that one energy. Death is so much of the rebirth. Like, look at that. Having this black and white around the edges, but this growth and colorful renewal energy coming from within. This is beautiful. You guys are learning hard lessons. Absolutely. Like, you know, not taking that lightly by any means. But it's very dualistic. I can both mourn this and be happy for this at the same time. They are very beautiful. I love this deck. This is called the Line Strider's Tarot, I believe. Or Line Strider's Journey. That's rude. It definitely gives me a little bit of like nostalgia or like bittersweet type of feels to it. That's why, like, when I tell you guys that something needs to end, sometimes it means that it doesn't, oh wow, it doesn't always have to end, like, itself, like the whole thing, but the energy that currently it exists in has to change. Has to change. The Empress card is, oh, absolutely, I agree. I love this deck. That's one of my favorites as well. I don't want to do any more healing and helping people. Yeah, well, you know, that's, everyone has free will. It's your decision to make. You know, so that's why I'm like, you know, walk away from something and appreciate what it is, I think is kind of the vibe here. Because at some point you can't take care of other people forever. You have to take care of yourself for sure. So I had Justice come out, and which is another great card here. Justice fell on the edge of my desk and somehow like didn't fall off, and I don't know how that happened, but it's literally on the edge, just barely. I wish I could show it. It looks like this basically for me. It fell like this, and I was like, ooh, okay. So this is what I mean, finding a balance in a place where there once was not. And sometimes literally just the change of perspective brings you the balance you need. Just changing that energy. And I think that's exactly what you're doing. That's a lesson you're learning right now. Whew, oh yeah. Yeah. Two of Cups reversed as well. Come on. This screams romantic relationships. Seeing that the place that you were in. Sorry. My phone notification. Seeing that the place that you were in wasn't helping you with this person, and maybe it's not romantic, but it could be, again, friendship or even like colleague, coworker, whatever. But Two of Cups reverse is, it's not symbiotic. Like, you're not getting what you need from it. It could be a lot of give on one end, not a lot of giving back. Okay. So this to me this is what you're finding the balance in. It's that relationship under XYZ circumstance. I absolutely didn't get what I needed from you. And accepting that it is what it is, and kind of giving it this vibe of like, what's meant to be is meant to be. Oh yeah, wait, the card on the floor. Hi again, Felix. How are you? Okay, you have Seven of Wands here. It's a pretty aggressive card in this deck, honestly. But this is like being true to yourself, standing your ground. That goat there is huge, or it might be a ram actually. So there's Aries vibes there with that. You might have it in your chart. Definitely. Also with the colors as well, it could be. But I mean, it is a fiery energy in general, the wands. This is like standing your ground while still being very much so like an open, loving person. It is doing what's right for you despite what other people may feel or think. Again, duality. Mourning what once was, staying true to yourself, and being happy with what you have. It's also being in an incredible state of like receptivity and flow. I'm like, am I? Oh, okay. And then Eight of Wands reverse. Yeah, this is like, slow down. Where you going? Slow down. Where you going? Okay. Eight of Wands too, reverse, is kind of like spirit like pulling you back to be like, I know that you want to get the fuck out of this situation, you want to get the hell out of Dodge, but like, hold on, take a moment, right? Because even though you may have felt like you were moving past something here, right, moving out of that like death energy, allowing it to come through, accepting it for what it is, accepting the transformation that comes with it, there was still a little bit of a lingering Seven of Wands energy. Is like, I deserve XYZ though, you know, I deserve this, but that energy is what was holding you back. Because even though, again, it's not the thing that you thought it was, it's like, it's not. Someone once said to me that, ew, get down. Someone once said to me, she told me a story about a time where she was living with some friends, and her friend was very healthy and was making these like smoothies, like super green color, like where you're looking at them like, oh, like I don't want, that does not look appetizing. And she was drinking it, having the time of her life. And so this girl was like, hey, do you want some of this? And the girl I knew at the time was like, no, like I do not want any of that. Like, don't want it, no thank you, not interested. And the other girl said, it may not be what you want, but it's what your body needs. And that's huge. That has stuck with me a lot. That it may not be the thing that you want, it may not be the way that you want it to show up. Spirit might throw you a curveball, it might show up in a very, honestly, kind of fucked up way. But, you know, are you out of your mind? He got his head stuck in a bag. Oh my god. Felix, oh my god, stuck in the bag, dragged it with him. Anyways, it may not be what you expected, I didn't expect my cat to be like this, but he is, and he still provides me with the things that I need and provides me with, you know, companionship in a very weird, twisted way as he rolls all over the floor in catnip. But the point is, it may not be what you want, but it's what you need. Spirit knows you don't always know. So sometimes you're like, I hate this. This is terrible, and I don't want it. But 9 times out of 10, if 10 times out of 10, you're always going to get what you need. At the end of the day, it's going to be what you need. You may not have fun, it may not be the easiest, but it's absolutely what you need. So don't let any of these energies of like 7 of Wands, like the struggle here, you know, ego even, it's the ego. Like, don't let that hold you back. Like, I deserve this, or I deserve an explanation, or I deserve another chance at this, or I deserve it. We all do. We all do, right? Okay, but I'm gonna be mad about it. Right, it's like, yeah, I'll do it, but I'm gonna complain the whole time. Great, do that then. Get the energy out. I mean, I was told for very many years that complaining, and a lot of people still say this, a lot of people still say this in the spiritual community, and it bothers me a lot, because I kind of think it's garbage, is that, like, complaining is, like, low vibe, and it's like, well, we're human fucking beings. Like, this isn't all light all the time. If you do that, you are absolutely neglecting the darker aspects of yourself, the shadowy aspects of yourself. Sometimes you need to complain. You're a person. Sometimes you need to complain. Sometimes you need to scream about shit. Sometimes you need to bring it up 9 times before you can process it, because you're a person with emotions, with a brain, with subconscious, with ego. Like, there's the balance. You need to strike that somehow, and whichever way it works for you, it works for you. Doesn't matter. So I say it all the time too. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking complain about XYZ, but I'll do it. Like, good enough. Like, the point is that you do the work. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that also, I think, is another perfectionist bullshit mentality that circles around the spiritual community that drives me nuts. We're not perfect light beings all the time. We're not going to be. It's not real. You're not going to get that. It's not going to happen. Because people don't like to show you the struggles behind it. People don't like to, you know, sit up here on live or on their social media or whatever and talk about the nitty-gritty, awful, shitty parts of life and of the journey itself. But when you're on a healing journey, it's never fun, and it's never pretty. It doesn't look put together. There's no perfectionism involved. You'll never do it. You'll never hit send. You'll never pass go. You'll never collect your $200. You're not gonna ever fucking accomplish it if you think it has to look a certain way, because it just doesn't. It just doesn't. Anna, yes. So, earth signs, that's for you. It may not be what you want, but it's what you need, and it comes at the perfect time. So don't question yourself, because you're understanding duality here, right here. It may not be what I thought it was going to be, but I'm happy about what I have, and I'm seeing the positives in that, and you are in a flow state by doing that. That's amazing right there. That's amazing. Good message. Yeah. Thank you so much. I just get sick of seeing it sometimes, you know? I do. Like, it's just, this isn't all, like, 4 of Pentacles reversed too. Look at you letting go of shit. Look at you letting go of stuff. Yeah. I don't know where to start. There will be no place to start. It will just be interrupting your thoughts is how I started. Interrupting your thoughts and switching them to something else. So instead of thinking about a person in a nostalgic type of way, in a reminiscent type of way, to switch it. As soon as you see it, be like, sending you love, wishing you the best, but I don't receive that. Period. But, oh my god, Anna, thank you. I love you. Because of the ugliness. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Oh, thank you, Tina. That's the whole thing, is that it's not pretty. It's never gonna be. And I just, like, I love what I do, and I love the spiritual community that I have at least built. Like, I love that we all get together on Sundays. This is our time to, you know, hang out and to get, again, the messages that we might not want, but it's the stuff that we need to hear, which is why I tell you guys all the time that, like, I'm not going to be up here telling you guys stuff that I'm not doing, or that, you know, I'm like, oh, you should do this, but I've never done it a day in my life. No. Like, it's not all fun and fucking games. And I'm not one of those people either that's like, you have to eat this if you want to be spiritually blah, blah, blah. Do I think that there are, you know, pros and cons of putting certain things in your body? 100%. Holistic healing. I'm all about that. And I get that. But you're a fucking human being. Like, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. What would it be without the experience? What's the point? You know what I'm saying? What's the point of that? I appreciate you, Jennifer. Thank you. Oh, thank you, guys. I love it. I think that the community that I built is amazing. Also, if you guys aren't, I'm just got really excited for a second. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, I'm going to be making an announcement either later tonight or tomorrow morning for something that I have finally created and pretty much hit send on. So I'm really excited to release that, to talk to you guys about it. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go over there because I'm going to be posting about it. I will, of course, make a video about it as well so you guys can see it. But you'll get, sometimes TikTok like doesn't show you the most recent videos. So that's why I say check out Instagram for my little announcement. Or else we would be programmed to, that's what I'm saying. Look, just life is messy and gross, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So much love for you. Oh, I love you so much, Dawn. Thank you. You've been one of the OGs supporting me for a long time, so I appreciate you guys so much. So, all right, guys, that was Earth Signs. I really hope that resonated for you guys. I hope it made sense. I hope, it hits home. Like, again, maybe not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. I feel like I have a lot of those moments in my own life, especially with my Taurus Venus. Sometimes I have to hear it. But I love y'all, and I appreciate you guys being here. Like I said, hit me up on Instagram. Follow me over there for my little announcement, either later tonight or will be tomorrow morning. But yeah, I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Can't say it enough. Your support means the world to me, and it's literally the reason I get up every day. So hopefully I will see you guys next Sunday. If I don't see you before then, that is. Sometimes I hop on live randomly. So if not, then hopefully I'll see you guys next Sunday. I love y'all. My heart to yours. IG is in the link tree as well. It's also the little camera button that's in my bio on TikTok. You just hit that. My Instagram will come up as well. Love you guys so much. Mwah. I will see you guys next week. Have a great week. Take it easy on yourselves. Be proud of yourselves. Keep going. Love you. Bye.